Welcome to SatTV Week. I'm pleased to be joined by Carsten Drachmann, CEO of KebNi. Welcome, Carsten. Let's start. Can you explain to our viewers a little bit more about KebNi and how you're trying to position yourself in the LEO sector?
Certainly. Let me go back a little bit and explain the background of KebNi, of where we are. We've actually been around for quite some time in the maritime sector. The company used to be known as C2Sat in the past. And over the past, I would say about 6 years, there's been a transformation from doing commercial business to government and military business. So KebNi, as it's known today, is delivering as a core product maritime antennas for military use. We've been perfecting that over the years, and at the same time, we also have a business unit called inertial sensing, where we have so-called inertial measurement units. And that part of the business is playing into the maritime satellites as well. So that was just teeing up the background. So we have a long background and history in satellite communication. So how do we fit in? Well, our slogan is we bring stability to a world in motion. We are really about motion. We understand how to, for example, track satellites. We understand how to measure movements real time in difficult environments. And we understand how to apply that to secure a high quality connection. So how do we fit into LEO? Well, we bring stability to a world in motion. We understand how to track things. LEO satellites are moving, geostationary is not. We understand how to compensate for movement. We understand how to follow satellites. So the core of our technology really plays well into LEO and the nature of LEO.
So Carsten, you've been quoted as saying your technology is unique and ideally suited to the LEO industry, but why?
Yeah, it's a good question. So first of all, I want to go back to our heritage. We are, this is rock solid Swedish engineering. I think Sweden and the Nordics have a long history in communication, started out in telecommunication and now also in satellite. We're all about motion. We're all about bringing stability to a world in motion. We have perfected our software and our different systems for tracking of satellites, for stabilizing things which are in movement in order to improve the performance. So this is how I think we play in well to the LEO business. LEO is about movement. It puts different requirements onto the terminals that are on the ground. And we have this strong, solid engineering and now a very sophisticated solution for stabilization. So that's how I think we can compete.
You know, I understand that KebNi sees a great future for IoT and 5G backhaul. What particular vertical sectors are going to offer you key growth moving forward?
Well, there are a number of things. First of all, I would say I have a background from telecommunication. I remember back in the days I was promoting value-added services, web browsing, it was called back in the days, and everybody said, yeah, you know, not really going to work. And look at where we are today. Nobody believed in a smartphone back then. So I think LEO is a big step forward here. Internet of Things, 5G, we are looking for higher data speed all the time, alternative ways to go. So first of all, I believe that LEO is a good add-on to the equation of how do we communicate. In terms of verticals, I think there are many areas we can go, but more and more mission critical applications are being put to satellite networks. You can take examples as the forest fires that are very concrete in California right now. First responders, this is moving real time. It's not about setting up and standing still. It's about moving and making decisions right away. There's a lot of unrest in the world. I think terror attacks are going to put a different perspective to first responders, police and others, how they interact. They're going to need real time, reliable communication. And I think LEO is offering an alternative to GEO as well. You can get the high speed, but you also have the element of line of sight that LEO is going to help overcome a number of those challenges that you have if you have one satellite or two satellites only to connect to. So we're going to play in a number of them, but our core is mission. I would say we can call it mission critical. We understand how to work in difficult environments that require high performance. So that's our entry.
Now, Of course, we're right in the middle of a major global crisis with a current pandemic, which nobody sees the end of at the moment. How has this affected your business planning moving forward?
It hasn't really affected that much, but I would say it's perhaps given a chance to think and strategize a bit more. We have been developing over the summer an extended strategy plan of how we want to operate in a market. I want to say that the baseline for our business right now, KebNi, is sort of a renewed company with renewed energy. We have the past years focused on building a reference base. We've had focus on two customers. So for maritime antennas, we are delivering to Israel high performance antennas, and you probably agree with me that in Israel they don't buy anything unless it works. So it works. So that's one reference point we have. The other part is that for our IMU, inertial measurement units, we have Saab Dynamics as a defense contractor that we've signed a key supply agreement with them. This is a big quality stamp for our products. We're talking high quality products here. So we've used the time to say, okay, great. Now we're well positioned in Israel. It works. Good reference case. We're well positioned with Saab Dynamics. How are we going to take this further into the world? And LEO is one route. There are a range of other routes that we are taking, but we have a very strong proposition in our backhand now.
You made the announcement not more than 7 days ago about appointing Ronald van der Breggen as your special advisor. How are you planning to leverage his expertise?
LEO is there's a lot of opinions on LEO and how is it going to work and where is it going to go. Ronald has spent the last 5 years pioneering this, and he has a wealth of knowledge and understanding and insight. So where I can see intuitively can see the opportunity here, I still think we need to navigate, and Ronald is going to help me understand how do we best apply the technology, the very high quality, unique technology we have. How do we apply that? Where do we best play? There's room for it. There's a lot of people that's going to compete in this, obviously. And we want to make sure that we focus in the right area with the right customers. And we'll be looking for partners to develop our strategy. I don't think anybody will stand alone in this industry. And with the LEO, it would be a consortium. It will be partnerships that you'll have to build up. We want to work perhaps with, if we can find that we will be looking for system integrators or perhaps end users that have specific applications that want to solve that we can address. And Ronald will help us understand that and will help us navigate that market.
It would be remiss of me if I didn't mention about what has happened in the early stage of the LEO sector. So we've had an uncertain start with the high profile casualties such as LeoSat, OneWeb. Are you confident that the sector will emerge as a strong game changer for the satellite industry as a whole?
I can refer back to my experience of telecommunication in the early days where we started talking about data services, smartphones, what you could do, and people didn't really see it coming, but it came a big time, and now it's all about smartphones. So yes, I do believe that LEO has a role to play. There are casualties, like you say. I think there's casualties everywhere. It's nothing new. Some succeed, some don't. The best we can do is to learn from the ones that didn't succeed in the beginning. I think also now it's a chicken and egg thing. It's the same with 5G. What came first, the 5G phone or the 5G network? Where do you want to start? And I think here some of the casualties we see is, okay, it's about launching the satellites. It requires a lot of money. There's no business case. There's no cash flow yet. It's all about financing. So yeah, there's some casualties there. I'm not concerned as such about the ground segment. Actually, I think the ground segment has been under prioritized in all the discussions here. Where we're really heading, I believe there's probably a run for who can do the $100 terminal. That'd be great. And we're competing, head to head with 5G solutions. That's one way to go. I think there are a lot of other ways. There's a lot of touches that LEO is bringing that will be applied in different applications. I mentioned mission critical as some examples earlier. So I'm not worried about that. And we are not only doing LEO, we are also focused on other areas as well at the same time.
So taking that as a whole, finally, can you explain how KebNi intends to grow the business moving forward?
Yes, we have a number of declared strategies. If I start a little bit outside of the satellite communication sector, is our inertial measurement unit system. This is actually a business that's actually bigger than the ground segment business right now for satellites. So we certainly intend to grow our business in that area. In satellite communication, we've started out with maritime. We have also now invested into communications on the move for land. So we have beyond our maritime, which is a proven product sold to Israel. We also have for land mobile solution, comms on the move. We're right now implementing it, working. We have prototypes, etc. What we're doing is we're really using our very good experience and software from our maritime, applying it to I would say a unique design, a flat, somewhat of a flat profile design for communications on the move for land. So we will grow that area. If you look at research reports, that's certainly an area that's going to grow a lot over the coming years. We also have drive-away solutions that we have invested into. They're ready. We're selling them in the market today that we'll benefit from. And beyond that, we are continuing to looking for partnership, and we will invest into further technology that will help us grow our business.
Well, Carsten, it's been a pleasure to talk to you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.